Hello there everybody, the Hat Person here, and welcome back to some more Senran Kagura Shinovi Versus. So, during like the final bits of the previous episode with Hibari versus Minori, there will be a little bit of post-commentary because goddamn, of course, whenever I'm recording, there has to be some sort of stupid technical problem that I have to get through. And, yeah, for some reason my microphone was crapping out on me, and so I had to fix some stuff. But anyway, here I am, live, and hopefully with everything working. And, yeah, so we're continuing on. Apparently this is all like a continuous, a series of battles. Yeah, as soon as you kick off Chapter 2, it just keeps constantly moving on until the chapter's over. It's not like before where you go back to the hub and then you select another mission. Here, you start the first one, and it's just continuous until it's over. So, yeah, it might make things progress a little faster now. Anyway, so we're here with Yagyu, and so she's saying that she's late. We're just keeping my opponent. Obviously, you guys already heard that. And so, now let's see who is she going to fight with. This time, I don't really know. With Katsuragi and Hibari, it was very obvious, but I actually don't know about Yagyu. Okay? What the hell were you guys talking about? It was like, my friend called and she was like, yeah, and I was like, gag me. Gag me? Like, what kind of conversations are you having, Missy? I totally have to go fight some chick. Great. So where is the gag me part going to play? Like, where in that conversation does it make sense? Were you saying like, oh, super excited about this guy and gag me? What? Like, I don't know. Oh god. Just seeing by the way the dialogue is written, I'm assuming she's like, oh my god, I'm like, okay, I'll let her talk for like 5 minutes, and then like half an hour later, yeah. You know, she's like those kinds of girls. I mean, she is blonde, that's a starter, so yeah. They gotta be more amped. Yeah, I mean, I remember a time where this was surprising, and there was an original idea for a villain, you know, having them be very easygoing and friendly, and, you know, giving people advice and suddenly actually being, like, super evil. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the same thing, where it's like, ah, come on, you gotta enjoy life a little more, and then they just transform and they just become unstoppable beasts. Amped. I gotcha. Oh, Yagyu, you and your misunderstanding of the English language. You're hilarious. Well, you know, it's taking me a little bit of time to wrap my head around how she talks. I mean, it was already kind of, weird at the beginning, you know, having a character that's all like, I'm supposed to, like, envision the way she talks, because she's talking in Japanese, so I can't really, like, differentiate all that easily. You two are so gonna be BFFs. Yes, please, let's begin. You know, I almost feel like re-saying the dialogue, but in the way that I would envision her saying in English. Like, alright, we're gonna fight for schools or honor or whatever. Oh god, we're gonna talk about the eye patch now? I'm pretty sure Yagyu's gonna be like, no! If you want to unleash Satan, you will take off this eye patch. No, okay, so, is that, so, great, so Katsuragi is like, I must fight for my family, and then Yagyu is like, I wanna fight so this girl doesn't take away my eye patch because I want it. You will unleash the demon spawns of hell onto the planet Earth if you do such a thing. Great. Yeah, don't tell her more, because then she's gonna want to have it even more. Maybe you say something like, "Oh, everybody is wearing it." Yeah, it's the most popular thing. She's gonna be like, "Oh, that is so mainstream. I don't want it anymore." And yeah, we're gonna get ready for a slew of me winning, but then the enemy being like, "No, actually, I didn't lose." Party with passion. In all caps. Fantastic. Okay, then, yeah, please stop with the talking. I actually want to do some more fighting. Thank God I can actually skip it. But, yeah, because this is like... I'm pretty sure most people don't know anything about the story, so I'm kind of letting it kind of sit for a bit. Okay, so these loading times are actually a little painful when you stop and think about it. Right now when I'm here, not really doing anything. Usually when I'm playing on my own, I listen to music, or I'm watching something else on YouTube or something, so I usually distract myself with other stuff. But when I'm here just doing nothing but playing the game, I'm starting to realize, loading times are a little long. Not too long, I wouldn't really say, like, insufferably long, but they are noticeably wrong. Noticeably long, not wrong. Well, they are wrong, but long as well. Long, wrong, tongue. A lot of stuff rhymes. Stuff that my dyslexic little brain doesn't allow me to process correctly. Okay. So the girl with the umbrella. Kicking some ass. There we go. I just love it when all of the enemies just kind of fly off. It's like, whoa, like some sort of, like, karate action movie. Like, Kung Fusion, I think it was called. No, karate. I can't remember what the name of the movie. It was called Kung Fu Hustle. That's what that's the name of the movie. Kung Fu Hustle. I saw it a long time ago, and I thought it was a pretty funny movie. Just with the whole incredibly exaggerated Dragon Ball Z type movements. It was all very awesome. All right. There we go. So the only thing that I like from Yagyu is that her, she can pull off combos very easily, like very big combos, because she has that umbrella that spins around, and that kind of grants you a bigger amount of hits. Now obviously she's not as strong, because I mean she hits a lot, but every single individual hit doesn't take a whole lot of damage. And then these annoying guys that keep jumping around all over the place, these are like the suppliers for all of the other ninjas. They give like health and stuff, so we gotta stop them first, but I usually end up killing them last because, yeah, they jump around and move all over the place. They get a little annoying. Okay then, so I'm moving around in slow motion, which means that the battle is upon us. We're fighting Shiki, which the only thing that I can think of is Shiki Masaki from The World Ends With You. She is nothing like this girl right here. Shiki Masaki is way cuter and more friendlier and less ditzy and less less like, oh my god, like that. I mean, in Spanish, we have a way of calling those people, but I really don't know how you say it in English. I mean, in Spanish, we call it fresa, which is Spanish for, I think, strawberries. Yeah, I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know why we call them strawberries with, you know, with the English logic in mind. Oh god, I accidentally skipped through the animation. I'm sorry. Well, you guys are gonna have to see it some other time. You definitely fight her again, that's a fact. You fight her at least 2 more times, so we're gonna have a lot of time to be able to see that animation. I was kind of button mashing a lot, so I was like, oh, sorry, I accidentally skipped through the thing. But anyway, I have her here on the ropes. There's no way that she can get past me now. There we go, as soon as you throw them over the wall, that's fine. No, damn it, I keep skipping through it. The problem is that I'm so used to playing this game, and I've already seen all of these sequences and animations, but you guys haven't seen it. So I know how frustrating it must be. It's just like muscle reflex. I'm not doing it on purpose. Because I'm pressing like square constantly, but for some reason my thumb just kind of slips and I press X, and that's what skips everything. Okay, I haven't transformed yet. I can do this without transforming once. That's how strong I am. There we go. Okay, guard. Okay, send you flying. Ah, okay, come on. Square, square, triangle. There we go. I need to see the little kind of green highlight to show me that, hey, you can do an aerial rave here. Ah, the problem is there are a lot of combos that I still haven't unlocked yet. Okay, here's another one. Shikizoku Zex. It sounds like she's saying sex. That's, I'm pretty sure that's what the developers were going for. Make it sound like she's saying sex, but she's not really saying sex. She's saying ZX. Zexu. Like Zexu. Oh god. So should I finish it off with like a secret ninja art? Sure, let's do that. Let's transform one more time, hit her with a giant squid. Here we go. Shinovi Tenshin. Yeah, everybody says the same thing. It's not that difficult to memorize it. Well, not really memorize it, you just remember it. It starts to become muscle reflex eventually. Okay, then hit triangle. Show me those boobies. Okay. Come on, giant squid! It's so hilarious. It just like it just materializes out of nowhere. Yes! How about some ice? Victory is mine. Bop. There you go. Live life with passion is what you said. And that's exactly what I did in my own little way. Nobody touches my eye patch. There we go. I'm starting to notice in my PS3 analog stick, like the rubber on the analog stick is starting to come off a little bit. And it's starting to become a habit that I kind of like scratch that little bit. I'm scratching it and it comes off. I really should not be doing that. That is awful. That is going to destroy my stick. Anyway, ugh. Surprisingly difficult. Funny enough, this is actually one of the easier battles that I've had. If she hadn't lost focus, it could have gone her away. Yep, Shiki looks like the kind of Orange County Valley girl. I guess that's what you call it, right, in English? Like a Valley girl. You do goes like, oh my god, like Satareta, you know? I'm sure she's gonna say something like, I always get what I want. My dad owns a dealership or something like that. So what's the 411 on the eye patch? Okay, so she's a Valley girl from the 90s, apparently. Okay, so yeah, of course, just as I expect, she's gonna stand there like nothing is going on. She's gonna be like, well, I was holding back all the time. I let you win. So she didn't lose her eye. She has both eyes and they both work perfectly fine. But she has that eye patch there for some reason. Backstory time. You could almost say a secret ninja art. I gotta meet up with my friend. You gotta meet her. Oh my god, you're so totally gonna be BFFs if you mean. You know, it actually might be a good idea to do that. You should totally say yes. So like that, you can all become friends and you don't have to fight each other anymore. I'm still imagining Minori like hiding. She'll be like, whenever you're ready, you can find me. Man, I picked a really good hiding spot. Yagyu's gonna be like, no, fuck you. See ya. Like the letter C and yeah. I don't know why they had to say it like that, but you know. What is wrong with her? Nothing. She's just really strong apparently, even though I kicked her ass with a giant squid. Alright, well that was the thing. Fantastic. Okay then, so I kind of like this format. I like how they just kind of like keep shifting from one character to the other. That gives me, you know, more... It gives me a more organized, structured way of doing the episodes. Because at the beginning it was very difficult because it kept sending me back to the hub. And then from there I wanted to talk to everybody and then I would go to the shop and dress everybody up. And then like the dialogue from the first mission and it got a little too long, you know. Stuff like that. And now that I'm doing this where it's like, okay, one character, small dialogue, fight. Okay, just go to the other character, small dialogue, fight. And just keep going like that. That actually helps me a lot in making more structured, more organized little episodes instead of just cutting it off whenever I feel like it's going for way too long, which it usually does. Oh my god! Rapid fire of level ups. There we go. I think most of us right now have been around level 11 or 12. Yeah, so my flash ability has gone up by a lot, but Yang is not even budged an inch. A new technique has been learned and Flash Balance level 1 is available now. Save this data? Yes. Let us save. And if I do lose my footage, then it doesn't really matter. I can just, you know, record all of the missions again. Like, it doesn't really matter. You would see the difference of, like, oh, you know, the leveling is a little different, but, you know, the missions and the cutscenes would be the same.